Howdy. I'm wearing my support local music I bought in Key West. I bought it in a music store and I think it's made for women, but I like it. I wear it at home. So a little update on a few things. As I've said now for a long time, especially the last 6 months, things are going to be heating up. Things are heating up like to an extreme now, just in everything. I'm talking specifically the United States politics, the debate with Biden, his press conference he had just a couple days ago, and all of a sudden, all the legacy media, all the mainstream media, and all the his own party's turning on him. But he is holding steady right now. The funding is drying up for him. You know, it's just you couldn't write a better script. You've got this guy Clooney, the actor Clooney, who had a huge fundraiser for Biden 2 weeks ago, saying Biden's the man. They said they raised a record amount of money, and now Clooney comes out in the New York Times about yesterday, the day before, of a letter that's obviously condoned by, agreed upon by Obama, for Biden to step out of the race. It completely turned on him. Who are they going to put up? Kamala? No, she's just, anyway, I've talked a little bit about this before. You're probably watching it all. Trump, surprisingly, not surprisingly, has kind of stayed in the background a little bit on this, because there's an old saying, I want to say Napoleon or Sun Tzu, I always forget, but never interfere with the enemy when they're in the process of destroying themselves. And the Democratic deep state party is in disarray completely and probably unrecoverable. And it's just fun to watch for a change, because they've always been throwing the spears and arrows at everyone all the time. So a large part of this, so that's on one level. Another part of this is what I say all the time: see the bigger picture. This is all about exposure, not just the Democrats, but it's the rhinos. And I've said both parties need to be burned to the ground. And basically both parties are just the same. I'm generalizing here, but it's the same people keeping us, we the people, at bay, and basically keeping us at each other's throats. The usual stories going on. But now we're having exposure on many, many different levels, and it's starting to come out. People need to be shown, they can't be told. But you're seeing now more and more from the Supreme Court decisions that have been handed down the last week or two, to Biden going on. You're seeing the left, truly, the far left, truly showing their colors. They're screaming for impeachment of the Supreme Court justices because they didn't get their way. They're calling for the assassination of President Trump. These are the people who compromise Antifa. A large part of BLM, not all of BLM, but these people who are agitators, usually far left, who don't get their way, and they burn buildings, cars, destroy towns, and there's going to be more of that too. Especially when the election comes and Trump wins in a landslide. They're going to be in full force, ready to go and riot. That's what these people do. All they know is violence if they don't get their way. I'm generalizing here with the far left, but they're the ones. And you see the stuff that's being tossed at the, let's say, the MAGA movement over and over and over and over again the last few years. You see the MAGA people going out in the streets and rioting and calling all sorts of things. Again, exception to the rule. I'm generalizing here. No. Pretty peaceful, like myself. Very peaceful. I'm always advocating for the peaceful, legal way to do things. But that's all coming down the road. So keep your eyes open. Watch the big picture. Watch the news, especially. The news is backed into such a corner now, it's being comical. Joe Scarborough is my favorite guy to watch now. That guy is flip-flopped more than a trout pulled out of a stream for a minute. I just made that up. These people who have propped Biden up for years and told you this, that, and the other thing, who have lied to you and gaslighted you directly, from everything from COVID to the politics to Trump, they're all backed into a corner now, and they have nowhere to go, and they're showing what liars, what gaslighters they are. This all needs to happen, and many of us already know what's coming. To what level, I'm not specific about, but it's all coming. Exposure. Everything needs to be exposed. So the people, that's us, and the people who aren't quite awake yet, which is a lot still, but it's getting more and more, have to realize that they've been played for years and years and years by many things, from the medical community to politics to on and on and on. Things that I've touched on and talked about for years now. And it's not fun. Many people won't be able to take it very well. Many people won't be able to handle it. Even our history, all these sort of things that have been lied to us, but it has to come out because you have to have the people. We are the ones that are going to make the change. No individual like Trump or Biden or whatever. Trump is leading the cause, and I'm a supporter of him, but he is not going to save us. That's the way we look at it. He's not going to implement all the change. It takes us being involved to make change, and that's what's happening around this country in grassroots movements. I see it as I'm traveling. It's just not getting reported. So eyes wide open, see that big picture. Don't get caught in the muck. I say this like a broken record because you think it's crazy now. You just wait another month or two. Watch what happens. Okay, so hang in there. I'm on a personal note, I got back from Ireland a few days ago. Unusually cold over there, even by Ireland standards, and I'm basking in the 103, 104 degree heat. I love it. I'm one of those weirdos that love it, especially add some humidity. But I'm in Idaho right now, and I'm going back outside to sit in that sun because vitamin D, the sun, is great for us. You just don't want to burn. Vitamin D is good for everything. I've talked about this too. Viruses, everything. So, talk to you soon. Bye.